Welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Eve the Empress Oracle. Today we're going to go ahead and do your love reading. This is a timeless love reading. So just take what messages resonate with you and leave the ones that do not. We have piles 1, 2, and 3. You pick whichever one you're most drawn to here. Okay. If you would like a more personal, in-depth reading, you may contact me. My email is in the description box below. If you do resonate with this message, I ask that you do please like the video and comment. Let me know how it's playing out in your life. Subscribe if you have not already done so, and share with family and friends because there may be messages here for them as well. Okay, the likes and the comments, the shares, all that stuff really helps the channel so people can find it. And that helps with the YouTube algorithm, the way that they analyze stuff and all the views. All right, so all the support is greatly appreciated. So go ahead and pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, and then you can scroll down to the time stamps that's in the description box below. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. For those of you who chose pile 1, okay, we're starting with the Lover's Oracle here to give us the theme for your message. And you have, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. Okay. So right now you may be resisting to some type of change. There's some change that's going on within your life, probably within a relationship or with a partner, or just overall life in general. You know, things are always changing. I've read it somewhere. There's a quote that says the only thing that's guaranteed in life is change. Okay, so no matter what you do or how much you resist it, it's going to happen anyway. So you can either be on board or, you know, the change is going to happen regardless. So don't try to fight it because it's going to just be a losing battle. All right. And so it's warning you of that. Then we have from the Island Time Wellness, you have rocking it, being yourself, confident, loud and proud, hitting the right note, harmonious, concert, showing off. Okay, so that may be your energy there. Your next card is leveling up. You deserve the best. Major improvement, doing inner work, dealing with past hurts. And must list. Be unapologetically self-loving. Decide on must-haves, then release it to the universe. All right, so what I'm getting right now is this is a time for you to focus on you. Okay, there may have been some type of change. Maybe there may have been a breakup, a separation. Maybe whoever your love interest is, maybe taking a little longer to connect with you or come back to you or reach out to you, or however this applies to you. But whatever the case is, this is a time for you to focus on you, even for those of you that are already in a relationship. Okay, this is the time for you to focus on you. So there is something changing. There's some type of external change in your surroundings or the people around you. And this is causing you to need to reflect, to inner reflect on yourself. Okay, like I said, you need to deal with past hurts. You need to learn to level up. You need to let it go. Doing the inner work, improving yourself, being the best you that you can be. Okay. And then this is it. Being unapologetically self-loving. Like, put yourself first for once. What is it that you want? What's that must list? What does that dream partner look like? You know, what does that dream partner feel like, sound like? How does that dream partner treat you? And even this is a love reading, but this can go in any aspect of your life on this must list. Okay. because the work that you may need to do may be bigger than just in relationships. Okay, you're not just going to grow in just one area of your life. You may be, a relationship or a partner may have forced you, a certain situation that happened may force you to things to change in that area and force you to have to change or adapt. But you're not only going to change and adapt in the area of love. It's going to be all over, your whole life, your whole personality, your whole being. Your whole attitude, your whole mentality is going to change. So decide what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, what it is that you feel, all right, and release it to the universe, all right? Like I said, really think about what is it that you want, that partner. What do they look like? What do they feel like? How do they make you feel? What do they sound like? Like, really envision that, okay? What does the relationship that you desire look like? Imagine how it will feel to actually be in it. That's how the law of attraction works. Okay? And once you can do this, once you realize that you deserve the best here, and you do the work that's needed within you, okay? Because we're a vibration, we're energy. Okay, you can Google this stuff. You could look it up on your own time if you want to know more of it. But the short, clear cut, layman's terms definition basically is we are all an energy. Everything in this universe is an energy. Okay, if it takes up space, whether air, rain, wind, the candle sitting on your table, the pot sitting on your stove, it's all energy. It's just taking different forms. Okay, and we are a physical energy. We're a physical body. But we also put out energy. We receive energy and we put out energy. Just like, modern terms. Oh, only good vibes here. All right. That vibes that people are talking about is not just to sound cool. It's talking about, if you go into a room, you feel that hostility. You know what that is? That's energy. Or you could go in a room and you just feel light. You feel at peace. That's energy. Okay, it's all energy. So whatever energy you're harnessing is what you are vibrating. That's how you're vibrating. And the law of attraction works with energy and this vibration. So if you are angry, if you are allowing yourself to self-loathe, to being hurt, to have resentment, unforgiveness, then guess where you're vibrating on that, on the chart. You're vibrating on the lowest level. So guess what you're going to attract more of? Lower level things, lower vibrating things. Okay, you can't be vibrating at a low level and then try to attract higher vibrating things. You guys are not on the same page. It's not within that force field to be attracted to you. All right, so if you expect bad things to happen, that's why those bad things happen. What you're doing is you're looking for confirmation. All right, I really didn't mean for this to turn into a lesson on the law of attraction, but that's really what I'm getting here. That's the message that I'm getting to tell you. So that's what I'm going with. Okay, so like I was saying, if you are the type of person that thinks negative, like you expect the worst, oh, this is definitely going to happen, this person is going to hurt me, and then you're just waiting for confirmation. And then when it happens, you're like, oh, yep, that's exactly what happened. See, I knew this person was going to hurt me. Okay, and then they finally do hurt you. So it's not saying to turn a blind eye and to be all optimistic and wear rose-colored glasses. But if you want better, then expect better. Act better. Believe better. Kind of fake it until you make it, but really believe it. Really believe it. Like, you know what? I may be dealing with this difficulty today, but it's only temporary. Tomorrow is going to be a better day. Next week is going to be a better week. I know someone's better coming for me, or I know that this just served this purpose. It was here to teach me a lesson. I just need to let it go. Once you can do that to be the best you that you can be, This is you stepping into this energy, being yourself, confident, loud and proud, like no shame in your game. Okay? It says hitting the right note, harmonious. Like you're going to be in this glowing energy. Like you're going to have all that passion, that confidence. Like nobody's going to be able to tell you anything. And that's going to be great. All right? You need to love yourself first. All right, then from the Love Compass Oracle, we have delays and blocks. These may be the changes that was talking about, which is why these cards came up to prepare you that even when, like they say, the going gets tough, just remember that you're tougher. All right, everybody goes through stuff, but pain is temporary. Pain is temporary. Okay, pain is inevitable. It's going to happen. We all experience some type of pain on some type of level, but whether or not you suffer, that's optional. You don't need to suffer. So you have the delays and blocks here. There are delays and blocks in manifesting new relationships in your life. You may be struggling to get out of a certain way of thinking or off a certain path. There are deep wounds that need healing for forward movement to occur. You are going through a period of deep transformation. This is slow but definite progress. All right, so like this has said here, okay, the deep wounds. There's deep wounds that need healing. We already touched on that, dealing with past hurts. All right, so the fact that you need to do this inner work may be what is preventing you from manifesting, which is attracting the love, the partner, the relationship that you desire. And for those of you that are in relationships, this is delaying that commitment or that change in the dynamic or the relationship being able to evolve, a stronger connection, whatever it is that you desire in your current relationship or for your future relationship, you are ultimately blocking yourself. You need to, like I said, you need to change the way that you think. Like I said, if you think negative, then that's what you're going to attract more of. All right, so you need to be conscious and pay attention to what you're thinking about. All right, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right, but that's where this must list comes in, what it says. All right, decide what it is that you want. What are those must-haves? Then release it to the universe. That's the manifestation process. All right, but during that time, you need to do this inner work, this self-work, because you don't want to bring the baggage from a past relationship or from your past period, because then that's going to affect your new partner or, you know, the new level of the relationship that you want. All right. Then we have the romance angels here. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So some of you may have been dealing with someone who has deceived you, someone who was deceptive, someone who may have not told you everything. And remember, the role can be reversed. So if this is not the other person, this can also be you. You know, wearing a mask, not letting your true feelings show because you're scared of being hurt. Like I said, this is just an example. But if someone is constantly thinking, oh, this person's going to hurt me, this person's going to hurt me, or oh, I know it's just a matter of time before this person leaves me, then what are you going to do naturally? You're going to build up some type of defense mechanism. You're going to try to protect yourself. You're going to try to not be vulnerable. All right. And that is also a version of deception, because you're wearing this mask trying to show like, oh, you don't care, or you're shrugging it off, or oh yeah, whatever, it's okay, because you don't want to seem vulnerable. You don't want to give that person the opportunity to hurt you. All right. But ultimately that's blocking you from love. That's blocking you from the type of connection that you desire. All right. So whether this is you or this is the other person, this can go so many ways as many people are watching it. It can be what I just said. It could be someone has been deceiving you, and maybe that's the point in the relationship that you're deciding whether or not, you're going to try to make things work with this person. If it's worth saving, you need to focus on what it is that you want. Or this can be the reason of why there was a breakup or a separation. All right. So just apply it how it resonates with you in your life. But there has been some type of deceit, okay, that needs to be overcome, whether it's you or your partner. All right. Now, from the Whispers of Love Oracle, you have spending quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. All right, the number 46, which equates to a 10, which is the completion of a cycle. The 10 is a completion of a cycle. So what I'm getting from this is, once you finally decide on what it is that you want, for those of you that are in a relationship or you already have someone in mind and maybe you guys are just in separation or you guys broke up, if this is the person that you want to continue to be with, then you need to speak up. You need to set those boundaries. All right. You need to let them know, this is what I want. This is what I will accept. And then if you guys can come to an agreement, then that cycle has closed. Now you're moving on to the next chapter. Okay. One chapter has closed and it's called the past. And now you're moving on to the next chapter. Okay, and this will give you opportunity to spend that quality time together, to really learn one another. Once you learn yourself and what it is that you want, then you will be more open to trying to understand the other person. Okay, because everyone loves differently. And sometimes it does go back, into basic like psychology and stuff where the therapist or the counselor always wants to nitpick and, pick at your childhood. Some people don't like it, but there is truth to that. There's a purpose of that. Okay. People learn to love starting how they were loved or not loved as a child. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve. Now, whether or not the person stays in the past or they evolve is up to them. Everyone is on a different path. Everybody is on a different life journey. Okay. But some people that may have been abused or neglected, not loved, they may not know how to show the love when they want to love a person. They may not know true, sincere, honest, faithful love. Okay. They may not know how to show that because nobody showed that to them. And even though you may be being honest, loyal, faithful, true, trying to give that person all your love, they may not know how to receive it or they may not know how to give it back. There is a thing called love languages. So if you got time, just Google love languages and I'm sure there's a whole bunch of different things on the internet. But it all boils down to the different categories of how people show love. Some people feel love with gifts. If you give someone a gift, then they feel loved. Some people feel loved, like I said, spending quality time together. And that may be why this card came up here as well. This may be your love language or the person you're dealing with love language. Then there's another one, acts of kindness. Like, if you iron the person's clothes or you go take their car and go fill it up with gas for them. Like simple little things like that. Like everyone has different things. Okay. And I think there's 5 different love languages, I believe. I think 5 or 6. Just Google it. There's so many different things. So, read up on that. But make sure that you are showing love properly and that you're open to receiving the way that the person you want is showing love as well. Because you too may not show love the same way. So this person may be trying to show you that they love you, or you may be trying to show the person that you love them. But neither of you may be reciprocating it or receiving it because you don't see that thing or that gesture as being love. Okay. Now to wrap this up, this is my personal oracle deck. You have be open. Love is right around the corner. All right. So I feel that soon as you do this inner work, you come to terms with the past or whatever it is that you need to release and let go. You clearly decide what it is that you want. You release that energy into the universe, then you will be open to receiving it. And that's when, you know, the relationship you in will transform or, you know, evolve, or that's when the person will come to you, or you will come to a realization that no, you don't want this person. You know, you're ready for something new. All right. So I really hope this was the message you needed to hear. It was a little longer than I was anticipating, but there were some messages that came through that I felt you really needed to hear. So I really hope you received this message. And if it resonated with you, please like and comment. It really helps my channel. All right. Subscribe if you have not already done so. And don't forget to share my channel with family and friends, because there may be a message here for them as well. Until next time, many blessings. For those of you who chose Pile 2, this is your message here. We're starting with the Lover's Oracle for the overall theme for this reading. And you have, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. All right. So you are already in a place where you may have a partner, or you may have a love interest, someone on that level. All right. For those of you who chose this pile, and there may have been some bickering, there may have been some fighting, some arguing, some back and forth. All right. There's some criticizing going on, nitpicking, you know, low blows, things like that. And it's only going to lead to further unhappiness. All right. You need to love each other as you are, as they are. And that's when things can change. Now, just think about someone poking at you, nagging at you. Something simple. Oh, I don't like your hair. I don't like your hair. I don't like when you wear your hair like that. That's something simple, right? But is that going to make you want to style your hair differently? Change your hair color? Do something different to your hair because of... It's not because of the way that that person came at you. The way that that person had voiced their opinion. It's just that, their opinion. If you like your hair and you like the color, you like the way it is, you know, you like the way it feels, short, long, whatever. If they don't give you good reason and they don't come to you on a right level, then you're not going to want to change, or you're just going to blow it off and not pay them any mind. Versus someone who were to come to you and say, hey, you know, when you wore your hair this way last week, you know, it looked real nice on you. Then you may be a little more receptive, right? To, oh, okay, you know, 'cause it's a compliment. Okay, yeah, you know, I might wear my hair like that a little more often. See, it's a way of wording things. And yes, in the heat of the moment, you know, a lot of us do it. We may not choose the right words, or maybe a little aggressive. And it's unfortunate, because then our message, or what we were trying to get the other person to receive, now that person's on the defense and they don't want to hear anything that you're saying, because they have completely shut down because they feel like you're criticizing them, even though that wasn't your initial intention. All right, so really be mindful of that. That's the message that I'm getting for you here. All right, really be mindful with your words and the things that you say things. All right, because there's sensitive people out there. There's plenty of very sensitive people. You can say the littlest thing and they can take offense. And this can be in any area. Any area. All right. Just look at social media. One person can post one thing and then a million people attack them. Oh, I don't like that you said this. Oh, I took offense to this. Everyone is different. So really learn your person, understand your person, learn your person's triggers. All right, so you know not to push those buttons. And learn how to word things and voice things in a way that that person will be more receptive of them, so that it can be an actual conversation versus like you're criticizing them or them feeling attacked or feeling judged. Because if that's how the person feels, then they will automatically shut down, and everything you say after that is falling on deaf ears. All right, now we have the Island Time Wellness. You have missed opportunity, regret from former relationship, don't run if it feels right, risk of loss, communication is imperative. All right, yeah, that communication is imperative, is life-changing. All right, you have Island Time. In your own time, take your time. Active, have a relaxed attitude, be more lighthearted, meditate. All right, so this may be taking time to reflect on maybe the right words to say. You know, kind of like pick your battles. Kind of relax, you know, like I said, have a relaxed attitude. Pick your battles. You don't need to really say something about everything. Be more lighthearted. Try to say things in a more lighthearted attitude. And then you have just so done. Mentally tapped, emotionally spent, physically drained, spirituality depleted, ready to make a change. And what I'm getting here is this is your person. That's your person's energy. It could be your energy, but I'm just telling you how the message is coming through. I feel like this is your person's energy. They are feeling so done. They feel criticized. They feel like a victim. They feel like you nitpick at them. Like, you know, like they're a problem in your eyes. They will never be good enough in your eyes. And they just feel so drained that they just feel like maybe they will never be good enough. Maybe, I don't even know. I'm like at a loss for words right now. They just feel done. They just feel like done. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Like, I've tried. Nothing is good enough. You know, there's always something wrong. What's the point? And when you're dealing with a person like that, you know, there's two ways to go about it. If this is the person that you really want to be with, then you need to be mindful of that person's mentality. All right. And try to work with them. You know, like I said, choose your battles. You know, try not to nitpick, or try to say things from a loving center versus from, you know, from your own hurt, you know, so that things, like I said, can be a conversation. Because you're not going to be able to have a conversation with this person if they're feeling like this, and then you keep coming at them. You keep saying these things, which you may be right. I'm not saying that you're wrong. However, the cards are depicting that the way that you're going about it, the way that you are bringing it to this person's attention is not the best. It's not going to work in your favor. So you need to change the way that you address situations. You need to change the way that you speak to this person. You need to be mindful of your voice, your tone, your words. All right, maybe even your hand gestures, to not seem so aggressive, because that is what's going to make this person shut down, and then they're not even going to be willing to change or want to change, and then the relationship is just going to go nowhere. All right, there's a missed opportunity here. This is maybe you feel like you're losing the person, all right, because they're becoming more distant, because they don't know how to please you, or they don't know how to change. Maybe they need a little bit of help. All right. And communication is imperative. Like I said, you may have the right intentions, you may have heartfelt intentions. You may really care about this person and you're trying to help this person. But if you say things a certain way, it's not going to come off that way. And that's your missed opportunity. It went right over their head because all they heard was you raising your voice. They didn't hear anything after the third word. All right, so really keep that in mind. Then from the Love Compass Oracle, you have karmic partner. So some of you guys are dealing with a karmic partner. It reads, this person is a karmic partner. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you in. They are catalysts for your spiritual growth. Be aware of the triggers and patterns coming up for you to clear. This is a stepping stool to prepare you for true, authentic love. All right. So like I was saying in the beginning of the reading, to be mindful of this person's triggers. There's that word again. Okay, be mindful of this person's triggers, because you may be pushing them more away rather than if you're wanting to bring them close. And maybe this person, unfortunately, may not be your forever person. They may have been put in your life and you had to experience this relationship in order to learn your communication style, or to be mindful that another's communication style may be different from yours. Some people are more aggressive talkers. I know I'm one of them. So I'm not, throwing low blows at anybody or picking at anybody. I know I'm an aggressive talker. And I know if I'm passionate about something, or if I know I'm right about something, I'm not going to back down, and I'm going to try to get my point across. And sometimes that's not always the best method, especially when you're dealing with somebody you love or somebody you care about, because then you just let the heat of the moment get the best of you. You may regret some things that you say later, even if you meant the things that you say, you may think back. You may think later and be like, I really should have kept that to myself. Or, you end up saying some hurtful things. So this may be you as well. All right. And this relationship, now that you're experiencing this, may be there just to teach you maybe how to bite your tongue a little more. Or how to say things, with a lighter tone. To say things in a way that sounds sincere, even though you may be sincere. The voice of tone, the hand gestures, maybe looking away or looking in your phone. Like all those things play a role in communication. Body language, eye contact. The volume and tone of your voice, like all these things play a role in communication. There's verbal and nonverbal communication. So this relationship may be, like I said, a catalyst for you to grow, to learn how to communicate better, to learn how to read people better. All right. Now with the romance angels, you have children. Your love life is being affected by children. Maybe that's why you're holding on to this person. This person may be the parent of your children, or this may be the reason that you guys are fighting. Maybe you guys are fighting over the children, or, sometimes the parents don't see eye to eye. And kids like to sometimes play the parents against one another. They go ask dad something. Dad gives them an answer. Then they go to mom. Mom gives them a different answer. And then they go with the answer that they like. Oh, well, mom told me I could. Yeah, but dad just told you you couldn't. So, and then now you guys are at odds. And even though you may have felt different than your partner, there's a way to go about it. There is some type of compromise or understanding that needs to be had. All right. For some of you guys can be debating and going back and forth about having children. Maybe one partner wants children and the other one doesn't feel like they're ready. All right. You guys may not be on the same page there, but somehow children are affecting your life, affecting this relationship. It could be maybe you guys are really trying to stick it out. Like, you guys know the relationship has run its course and you guys are trying to stick it out because of the children, even though you guys probably know that you're better separated. This can go so many different ways. So please take it how it resonates with you. This is the Whispers of Love Oracle. And we have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. All right. Through all this arguing, disputes, and stuff like that, when's the last time you just gave your partner a hug? When's the last time you just told your partner, you know what, I love you. I'm upset, but it's okay. I love you. Things like that. When you try to communicate with this person, if you're unsure or unable to tell, like if you're one of those people that get real passionate when you start talking and your voice heightens, your tone heightens, you start using hand gestures, like this person can see it as a form of like aggressiveness. So maybe just simply sitting next to the person, holding them while you're trying to talk to them, to let them know that you do care about them, but you want to address this issue. Maybe holding the person's hand while you're talking to them. Sometimes when people talk, they put a hand on the knee or a hand on the shoulder, which is just, that comfort, just trying to console and comfort. Maybe that's something you should consider when talking to this person next, to let them know, like, look, I care for you, but there's some things that I really want to talk to you about, so I hope you're receptive. And then you say your piece. But maybe just the physical touch can get your message from being seen as aggressive to this person hearing you out. All right. Now, to wrap this message up, this is my oracle deck, the one I personally created. And it says, you are everything they ever wanted. So, despite all the back and forth, all the negativity, all the bickering, all the criticizing, you are what this person wants. But unfortunately, they may just not know how to show you. And this can go back to how they were raised, how they grew up. Those things play a big role in who we are as adults. All right, because those things can make us or break us. And it's up to you as the individual whether you're going to stay in that energy. It's the same thing like with success stories. You can have two people that come from nothing, and one continues to live the life of nothing, you know, poverty, getting in trouble, you know, taking the wrong path. And then you have one who's a millionaire, who's successful, and they literally had the same circumstances growing up. What's the difference? One took that as a learning experience and chose to do better, while the other person took it as, this is all I'm worth. This is all I know. Now, which, you know, and that may be what this person is going through. They may not know better. They may not have been shown better. And maybe that's what you guys are arguing about. Maybe you're trying to show this person how to love better, or how to parent better, or how to be a better human being in general, wherever it applies. But this person just don't see it that way. They're not receiving the message that you're trying to help them. They're seeing the message as you're criticizing them, and that they're not good enough because you want to change them. So really think about what you want to say to this person and try to word it in a way that they can be receptive. All right? And try to come from a compassionate heart, a compassionate place. Try to be very understanding. All right? If you want this to work. And if not, then if you know that this relationship has run its course, then it's time, you know, to say your piece and just go your separate ways. But only you know what you should do. So I really hope this was the message that you guys needed to hear, group number 2. If it was, please like and comment. Subscribe if you have not already done so, and share my channel with family and friends, because there may be a message here for them as well. Until next time, blessings to you all. For those of you who chose group 3, this is your message. Okay, we're starting with the Lover's Oracle here. All right, and automatically what I'm getting from this picture is, you see the Eye of Horus here and the Star of David here. So automatically what I'm picking up from this is protection. Whether you're protected, the relationship is protected, there's protection here. All right. So the message reads, time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. All right. So that protection was a message for some of you guys. You have the Star of David here and the Eye of Horus. And the actual message did not say anything about protection. All right, but that's something that I really got for some of you guys. So some of you guys may have needed to hear the message that you are protected. All right, the angels are looking over you. You are protected. Your spirit guides, your guardian angels are with you. You are protected. So whatever choice you make with this relationship, you are protected. Now from the Island Time Wellness Oracle, you have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. All right, so this is you going up to a higher level, leveling up. The other, an admirer from afar, a fork in the road, option, interested, another, or other man, woman. Okay. And then you have not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. All right. So the message that I'm getting for some of you is you're in a third party, or have been in a third party, or some form of a third party. It may not have fully turned into, like, for those of you that are in a relationship, I'm getting the message even for those of you that are not in a relationship. You have come to find out that the person that you're with or talking to or interested in, potential, whatever, is not only giving you their time of day. Now, whether whoever they're talking to, whether or not they have been intimate with them, can be different for each other, but you are not the only one that has been getting their attention. You're not the only one that they have been entertaining. All right, so you're hurt, you're angry, or this can be you. All right, you may have been the one keeping your options open. You may have been the one who has somebody or option on the side, a backup plan, safety net or whatever. And this person found out, and now they don't want to deal with you. They're hurt. They're angry. All right, it could even just, maybe this person was just talking to them. But everybody knows that, relationships and stuff start from somewhere. All right. So whatever the case is, and that may be where that protection, why I got that protection message, because you may be hurt and you may be trying real hard to get over this person or to get back at this person or to be okay with the situation, but you're not. And that's why that message came in so strong, that no matter how this turns out or what you decide, you're protected. You will be able to move forward. You will heal. All right. And you just need to give it time. Your wounds will heal with time. You are protected. And this is just, there was something in this dynamic that had to teach you something. So really think about, what is it that you were meant to learn from this situation? Because whatever the lesson is going to help you ascend. Is going to help you get to new heights, a new phase. Prepare you, whether it's with this person to wake this person up, or if you were the one who had somebody on the side, to wake you up of what you guys really want. And if it's each other, then it will bring you guys to each other closer, because now everything's aired out on the table. And now you can be honest with each other about what you want, what you desire, and moving forward. And if not, then this is helping you better prepare for the next person. Okay, maybe being straightforward about what it is that you want. Maybe not allowing yourself to be put to be just seen as an option rather than the one. All right, not accepting to be someone's side person, side piece, whatever. Don't allow that. To know your self-worth. All right, you will get over these obstacles. You will get over this heartbreak. You're protected. So don't try too hard. The more you push, the more you try to come at this person or try to make things right with this person or try to get this person to see that they hurt you, it's just pushing them further and further away. They need to come to those terms and understanding on their own. You can say your piece, but don't keep on, because you're trying too hard. You're doing too much. And this person needs to meet you halfway. And if not, then you just need to leave them behind and ascend, move forward. All right. You need to know your self-worth. Now you have the Love Compass Oracle and you have Retreat. This is a time for soul reflection and soul searching. A period or phase of quiet is needed. Take time off to work on healing and recharging. Find clarity by spending time in nature. Yeah, so your heart has been broken. You are hurt. You feel betrayed. This person has done something that has broken your trust. And you don't know if you can come back from that. And that's why you need to retreat. You need to retreat so that you can reevaluate the relationship, reevaluate this person, and come back in with a fresh set of eyes. Come back in with a different perspective on whether you can mend this relationship or not, or whether you're just ready to let it go. And to really learn and do that inner work so you can be better prepared for the next relationship, so you can attract what it is that you want. All right, you need to do that soul searching, live in that self-love. Now this is the romance angels, and you have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So this I'm getting is, if you were not in a committed relationship and you want this person to choose you and not the other person, then you need to be your true, authentic self. All right? When it comes to love, it's not a game, but kind of like not playing hard to get, but not putting all your cards out on the table. You know, because then that's why this person has taken advantage of you or has done this, because they knew how you felt about them and they felt like they could take advantage of that, or because they knew about your feelings for them, they knew that you would forgive them. You know, they kind of got comfortable. So it's not a game when I say not to put your cards all out on the table or play hard to get. But don't make things so easy for this person. Okay, trust needs to be earned. All right. And you can forgive this person. You need to forgive this person for your soul, for yourself. Because unforgiveness eats away at us. All right. But you will attract love. You will attract the right people when you're out doing your own thing. When you're not being so consumed with this person and with what they got going on. Don't text them 100 times a day. Don't follow them on social media. Focus on yourself. That's what you need to do. You need to focus on your self-love here. Retreat. Do what brings you happiness. What's going to bring you that confidence back? What's going to make you feel like I'm the right person? And if they don't choose me or they can't get their act together, then it's their loss. Whatever it is that you need to do to be able to step into that attitude of I am good enough. And if they can't see that, then it's their loss. I'm not going to wait around forever. And the way that you do that is by enjoying the moment fully, doing things that make you happy, focusing on yourself, not being consumed with this person and with what they got going on. You don't need to text them every day how they're doing. You don't need to text them every day, have you made your choice? You know, I need you to apologize. You really hurt me. No. Say what you need to say one time, and then let the rest fall in place and work itself out. Either they're going to catch up or they're going to get left behind. That's it. Okay, like I said, time. You are trying too hard. You're doing too much. You need to give it time. And if this was you, like I said, who had the person on the side, then everything that I said, reverse it. Okay, the roles can be reversed. So if it was you who did wrong, you who wasn't honest, then that's how your person feels about you. And if you want to make things right with this person, then you need to apologize. You need to step up your game. You need to do some soul searching and stuff as well to figure out what it is that you want, because you can't keep playing with people's feelings. You're hurting them, and then you're also causing bad karma for yourself, because everything that we do comes full circle. So the pain and hurt that you've caused this person, it will come back to you twofold. So you need to make things right. All right, so take it how it applies. Now this is the Whispers of Love Oracle. And you have, love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And it's the number 31. 31 equivalates to the number 4, which is all about stability, security, foundation. All right. So love makes all the difference. It heals hurt. If you need to heal, self-love. That's what you need to focus on. Self-love, so you can heal your wounds, your hurt. Even though you cannot physically see it with the naked eye, those wounds are there. They're internal wounds that people cannot see. But they hurt. There is actually a medical condition called broken heart syndrome. Google it. And it causes all these ailments, all these physical things going wrong with the body, all this actual physical pain that someone endures when they get heartbroken. Everyone who has been hurt does not have this broken heart syndrome. But my point is that 95% of the time, people cannot see a broken heart. All right. Sometimes it, turns into depression, turns into self-isolation, lack of confidence. So yeah, people can tell that something's wrong with you, but they don't necessarily know exactly what it is. People can't see your broken heart as they will be able to see a scrape if you tripped and fell. Okay. Or if you broke your arm and now you have to wear a cast. A broken heart is not on display for everyone to see, but it is a wound. It does hurt, and you can heal it. You don't need someone else to come heal your wounds. You can do it with self-love. It takes time, it takes effort, but you can heal yourself. And like I said, if this is you that hurt somebody else, you can fix it with love. You can fix it by being loving. All right. So apply it how it needs to in your life. Now, to wrap this up, this is the oracle deck that I had created. And it says, their attention is elsewhere. Yeah, see, that's that other person right here. All right. An option, a fork in the road. Another or other man or woman. Yes, the person that you're dealing with, their attention has been elsewhere. We know that. That's why there's this pain, there's this heartbreak here. And you need to decide what it is that you really want. And for those of you that are the culprit, are the one that did the wrong deed, okay, maybe now maybe the person that you want to be with, the person that you hurt and now you realize you want to be with, maybe their attention is elsewhere. Maybe now they're more focused on themselves rather than hearing you out because you hurt them. Maybe they're not giving you the time of day or really wanting to be as receptive or open to hear what you have to say because they're hurt. They're retreating. They're going within. They're trying to protect themselves. And you can't blame them for that. So you need to come from a place of love to try to heal that, to try to repair this. if this is what you want. If not, you need to learn your lesson and make sure you don't make the same mistake with the next person. All right. But for those of you that this has happened to you, you already know their attention's elsewhere. So you need to place your attention elsewhere as well. Like I said, focus on what makes you happy. Rebuild your self-confidence. All right. Learn whatever you need to learn. Self-love. Know your self-worth. Do the things that's going to make you happy. And that's how everything will heal. And just give it time to let things play out on its own. All right. So I really hope this was the message that you needed to hear. I know it was a little heavy. All right. But I read what the cards say. And this was the message for some of you guys. So please like the video if you resonated with it. Comment. Let me know how things are playing out in your life. Subscribe if you have not already done so. And share with family and friends, because there may be a message here for them as well. Until next time, many blessings.